First of all, so like the very first thing, let's start from the beginning. We wanted to contest Elrod because it was tech, obviously, right? And we wanted a better POI since Wall got nerfed because of a number of reasons, right? We wanted to go to a different POI, and tech was at Elrod, and I was like, all right, let's go fucking Elrod. It seems pretty easy. It's fucking tech, blah 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 blah. And in the beginning, it was easy because we were outplaying them, and then eventually, since there was a lot of time involved, they were able to adjust because it was the off season. So like our strats that we were absolutely shitting on them with in the beginning didn't work anymore. So eventually he wanted to fucking double contest us because, you know, in his fucking brain he's like, you know, if we're contesting us here, you might as well contest us Siphon, whatever. We got to a point where he's double contesting us, and we're doing this for the entire off season for like 2 months. I don't know how long exactly it was, but around like 2 months or so. So basically, like the first part of being griefed is they contest us every single game for 6 games, right? On both maps for like 2 months straight, basically, right? Just to literally leave right before Pro League started. And his excuse was, I've heard 2 different things. I've heard one, that he wanted to see if we were gonna do bad on the first day, or he was trying to play on our mentals, right? He wanted to play on this like mental game of like contesting and, you know, whatever. But like the reason, from what I heard, why he didn't even contest us in Pro League is because 2 things. Either one, he wanted to wait to see how we did on the first day of Pro League, because if we did bad, then, you know, even more of a reason to contest, right? And 2, he also realized that we could just literally qualify based off of results in just A and B lobby. And I'm like, there's no way you did all of this. You did all of this wasted time. Like you wasted both of our practice to understand. Like, it more so fucked them instead of us, because we have a lot more experience as a team than his team has ever done, because he's always picking up new players, right? So when he's always contesting and not having the time to actually learn and play the game with his inexperienced 2 other players, and I would call him inexperienced too because he hasn't even been to LAN. So like, he just shot himself in the foot like 5 times, like literally fucking 3 bullets each with doing that. And the fact that he relied in his game plan was to rely on something that was completely out of his control in the very last second to depend on whether or not he's actually gonna keep going with his fucking plan was absolutely stupid. Like, there's no way you waste all of the entirety of the off season just to depend on your like decision on something that you don't even have control in, because you're not in lobby. Yeah, you're just not in the lobby. It's just stupid as fuck. You wasted like all of our time to practice the game, especially his, when he needed even more than that we did. So it's like, he was just not in a position to do so. He wanted to play this fucking mental game as if we were like a brand new team, and it's just brain dead. It's so fucking brain dead, right? Yeah, I'm talking about tech, and like, because I saw a post on Reddit regarding like, what is he actually griefing? Why is he griefing? What does it mean? Blah 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 blah. So like, I'm explaining why I don't fucking like him, and why he's just a nuisance. He's just a nuisance. He's just a fucking nuisance. He's a nuisance to the fucking comp. He's just an annoyance. He's a nuisance and an annoyance. Did you guys also know, like, since fucking Luxor doesn't want to talk about it, like, can we also talk about how fucking like, when Luxford was trialing for other teams or whatever the fuck because they were doing bad, and he was basically 1v3ing since his teammates are fucking useless. When he was on Meet, fucking, you know that tech, when Luxford was trying to join native or whatever, since if you're a captain on Battlefy, the only way you are able to leave a Battlefy roster is if you get kicked from the captain, from what I understand. And Tech was trying to keep him on the roster because he was the captain, so he could not play that Pro League with native. Like, he was holding him captive, so he was not able to fucking play, like, leave the team, because Tech was the one that had to kick him. And Battlefy had to go out of their way to like tell Tech, like, if you don't do this, you know, whatever, blah blah blah. So like, you don't want to paint this stupid ass fucking picture of like his sob story of being dropped or whatever all the time. Like, Tempo literally all told me all this shit, like this whole battle fight thing. So like, unless it was miscommunicated, I'm pretty confident that like Tempo is just not making up shit. Like there's no way Tempo has like literally, he knows what is going on behind the scenes because he's just obviously involved. But Luxford, are you here? Luxford, is it true that Tech tried to hold you captive on the Battlefy roster so you couldn't join another team or play for another team during Pro League? Is that true or no? Yes. He literally, okay, yep. And this, okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming. Before we always try to have, like, believe everyone's sob story of this bullshit of how everyone leaves Tech, blah, 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 and then you, like, just please, like, you don't expect him to always do the right thing. Like, he's clearly just, like, a fucking rat. He's clearly a fucking rat. He's clearly a fucking rat that is also a rat in game. You could, just, a fucking rat. Ryan's 29 months. And we haven't even gotten to the fucking car thing. Like, we haven't even gotten to the car thing. Like, he wants to grab the car, right? 3-man grab the car from Lightning Rod because he is so harped on the fact that Tech has like made this fucking stupid delusion that it's not him, it's the game. Like, oh, I don't have Elrod. Oh, I don't have a car. Like, it must be this. It must be, I don't have a car. It has to be the reason why I'm fucking bad at the game. Like, it has to be the fucking car. It has to be a POI. I have to have the best POIs so I could actually do something. Like, no. There's a reason you have fucking Kick that had the best POIs in losers bracket in champs and still got bottom 5, I'm pretty sure. They literally got bottom 5 in losers bracket with the 2 best POIs on either map. You know why? Because they know how to play the game. They don't know how to play the game. How the fuck do you grab the car at Stormcatcher and somehow we are catching up to you on Edge? How do you have the fucking car and you are landing Stormcatcher and we are running into you? How is that even possible? Like, what are you even doing on the edge of the map? They were just blocking our rotates. They were literally blocking our rotates on purpose. Because he knows all of our rotates and he was purposely blocking it. He was trying to match our macro by taking the fucking car and following our exact macro on Stormpoint. That's why we kept running into him. That's why it feels like we're just getting grief because his whole game plan was to take our game plan and fuck it. That's literally what it was. I'm not reaching. I'm not even fucking reaching. You can literally watch the VOD. He was following the same rotates as us. Just playing edge, just cut, like gatekeeping every single time. He was doing the same exact macro as us, just gatekeeping us and forcing us to go other directions from Stormcatcher. It was so brain dead. Like, I'm not even making shit up. It's literally, it became to the point where he just wanted to fucking like literally be a nuisance. It was literally just being a fucking nuisance. It's just brain damaged. It's absolutely brain damaged. It was just brain damaged. Like it was as he was just wanted to being annoying. It literally felt like that. You wanted to block our rotates, take the car. You would, for whatever reason, take the car, and somehow we would catch up to you while you have the car and we don't. And it takes way less time to loot your POI compared to ours. And we even negative rotate. We negative rotate, and these fucking idiots are still somehow slow. I wonder why. I don't care what Arcane said. Arcane is not going to be able to grab the car. He's landing Jurassic. Like, he's not going to do, like... Guys, stop falling for it. Arcane is just as dumb as fucking Tech. Don't listen to either of them. They're literally, like, just fucking... They're both just walking fucking loot boxes. Both of them. On the fucking map. Man's, like, asking me for proof. Like, I'm literally the one, like a victim or some shit. I'm literally a victim. He said he was... Luxford said that he was waiting until last minute to try to fuck me over. Sweet also wanted to team with me in the offseason, but Tech had to become a coach, and he didn't want to. I don't know if you know that either. Yeah, nice. That's... Yep. I did not know that. Yes. Some more brain damage for sure.